Hi, this is Jonathan, Conscious Endeavors. Today we're talking about wounded inner children. A lot of times when someone is triggered, it sets off the wounded inner child, and people react from the wounded inner child. So what we have to do is we have to go back and we have to remember when that wounded child was triggered in order to try to heal it. The question is, how do we heal the wounded inner child if you don't know where you're wounded? Most of the time it's giving yourself forgiveness, filling your heart with love. It's forgiving, it's having compassion for yourself. A lot of people who are dealing with damaged inner children, wounded inner child, they don't know how to change the perception of the wounding or the triggered situation. So, as in episode 5, I talked about observation and reaction. I'm still dealing with damaged inner child because I deal with things that I'm dealing with triggered moments that I never knew how to heal. So therefore, every time I'm triggered, I react from that wounded inner child. Okay? That's what happens. That's why when people get really upset, you can see the little kid in them come out. Well, I'm still reacting and I'm still working from some wounds because I have temper, I have anger issues that I've been working on. And I'm getting a lot better, but I'm still not there yet. So how do we heal the damaged inner child? You have forgiveness for yourself. You make sure you have self-love. You make sure you fill your heart with love in your meditation. Forgiveness and self-love are extremely important. Because if you can't forgive yourself, and if you don't love yourself, you're never going to be able to heal. If you don't have love in your heart, you're never going to be able to heal the wound. And every time you get upset, you're going to continue to react from the damaged inner child. You're not going to react from a healthy default mode. So that's why when a lot of people go drink alcohol, like I used to, this is something that I've mastered personally in my life. When I used to drink alcohol, I used to react from the damaged, wounded inner child. Okay? As you see most people do. When people spew their toxicity in public, it's a subconscious mind throwing a dumpster, kind of. It's dumping the toxicity on other people, because they don't know how to heal their damaged inner child. So what do? The brain has a subconscious effort that spews toxicity and anger on other people because they see that other person or whoever they're spewing their toxicity toward, they're saying that person is a source of healing for them. So that's why you see people spewing their toxicity in public, especially with alcohol, right? Because when alcohol, the truth comes out, right? The real person comes out, right? Work on a damaged inner child. Go back and remember what triggered you from your young age. Fill your heart with love. Have forgiveness for yourself. And in your meditation, forgive yourself. Love yourself. And then you're going to start to see that the next time you have that trigger or a similar situation, and if you react from observation, no reaction, if you react from that standpoint, like I said in episode 5, if you wait 4 to 5 seconds, or 4 to 6 seconds, I should say, if you wait 4 to 6 seconds, your reaction is going to change. Okay? If you wait 4 to 6 seconds, then everybody's going to be different, right? Because for me, everybody's body chemistry is different. So some people might wait a few extra seconds, and some people might realize it quicker. But this is just an exercise to start to practice. So fill your heart with love. 4 to 6 seconds Practice observation, no reaction, and then your reaction is going to change. My problem is I always have to show the person how they're wrong. And I have to snipe my cold hard logic. But you don't have to do that. There's no reason to do that if you're going to be constantly bringing up a negative vibes, right? Negative situations. Still working on that as well, you know. Nobody's perfect, right? You're not perfect, and I'm not. But we have to consciously try to benefit ourselves daily. We have to constantly try to reduce entropy in our lives. That's our responsibility as human beings. Don't just continue to live day to day with the same wounds and then have those arguments recycle like a GPS tracking system, constantly circling itself. You got to heal those wounds so then you can find your destination. You're not going to be the GPS tracking system constantly trying to find the destination, because once you heal the inside, once you heal your wounded inner child, then you'll be able to find your destination. If anybody has any comments about that, I would love to talk about this. It's very interesting, especially considering a lot of us are working from this default. Conscious endeavors.